What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Five Savages. I'm Abby and I'm your Monday. I can't believe it's already been a week since I last posted, but here I am again. This week it's Advice Week, and I am going to be giving you advice about college, how to be a college freshman, whether you're just now starting college or you're about to start your classes, or if you're going to go next semester. I am here to give you your advice. I am a sophomore in college now, so I know what it's like. I got it down, kinda, so I'm going to try to get you there with me. So the first things first, what I'm going to give you advice on is scholarships. We all know college is really, really expensive, so if you have the opportunity, apply for as many scholarships as you can, because trust me, like, you're gonna regret if you never do apply for college for scholarships, because when payment comes around, you're gonna be like, oh god, I don't have that extra, you know, $1,000 for this payment that I gotta do. So apply. Even if you think that it's not worth a lot of money or something, you never know. You could be the only person applying for that scholarship and you would win by default. Like, that's happened so many times where someone will apply and then they end up being the only person to apply for that scholarship. So apply for scholarships, apply for scholarships, apply for scholarships. The second thing I want to give you advice on is go to class. And I know that's the most basic one ever, but seriously, go to class. Save up your absences for when you're really sick, because professors will only give you so many absences before you can't take anymore. So save up all your absences. One day you might wake up and you're just like, oh, I'm just too tired to go to class. Get up, go to class. The reason why you want to go is because a lot of what's going to be on your tests or your final exams is what the professor speaks about in the class, like during their lectures. And yes, you can get notes from a friend, which is very important. If you're gonna miss a class, make sure you got a buddy in there, like, and so that they can take notes for you, or have someone record the lectures for you so that you can listen back to it and take your own notes. But go to class and yeah, just participate. Definitely sit near the front because you can pay attention more, and professors really like it when you're active in class because that'll help you get your participation grade, because some professors will give you points for participating in class. So make sure you're doing all the assignments and that you're putting in your input when the professor wants it. The third advice I want to give you is all about textbooks. Never ever get it from the school website because you're always going to get it really expensive. There are so many ways that you can get it. There's half-price books. There's probably, you might have one in your location. You can go to their website. There's Chegg.com where they'll sell it for at least half price. If not, they'll sell it for a lot cheaper. And there's also Amazon. You can get textbooks really cheap on Amazon, depending on the edition that you have to get. And speaking of editions, most of the time, professors will allow you to get the previous edition to a book. For example, if they say get the 6th edition, but they might let you get the 5th edition. It all depends on the professor. So when you are shopping for your textbooks, make sure to email your professor and just ask them if it's okay to get the previous edition, because you will save a ton of money doing it that way. Another way to get it for really cheap is renting it from a school library, and find somebody who had that class before you and ask them if you can buy it off of them. Though that's what I did, and I think the most that we spent on my textbooks is much. I think the most expensive textbooks I had to do this year was $15, and that's really, really good because all my other textbooks I was able to get for really cheap. So yeah, Chegg.com, half price books, Amazon.com. My college has a Facebook group where everyone is buying and selling from each other. So if your school has that, make sure you're joining in. So yeah, do not spend a whole lot of money on new textbooks. The next thing I want to give you advice of is get involved. Join a club if there's something you're really interested in. There's a ton, colleges have so many really cool clubs, and if they don't have the club that you want, you can start your own. I started a creator writers club at my school, and I'm also going to be starting a book club starting next semester. There are so many things that you can do. Join a play, join a politics group, join a debate team, join a sorority, join a creative writing group, a book club, whatever. Get involved on campus, because this is your last chance of being a kid. This is your last chance of being able to do all that fun stuff before you have to join the real world. So don't be scared anymore. And on your resumes, it looks so good when it says that you've been involved on campus. And when you're involved on campus, you have more scholarship opportunities. Trust me, this is coming from someone who's an introvert, and I am involved in so many things with on-campus jobs, and I've joined so many clubs this year, and I go to on-campus events and off-campus events. Like, join as many clubs as you can. The next thing I recommend doing is, if you can, live in the dorms. Or if you know somebody who lives nearby your school, like me, you can try to live with them. I got lucky. I have a sister who lives really close to my school, so I was able to live with her for free, and I was able to save up on room and board, and I still get the away from home experience. And yeah, and since my school is so close, I'm there all the time, and I'm always making friends. But if you have the chance, live in the dorm. You make so many friends that way with your roommate, your roommate's friends, and other people who live on the floor. So if you can, live on the dorms. The next thing, the biggest thing I want to give advice on is, do not study the night before your exams or your test. You might have been able to do that in high school, but trust me when I say it's so much different in college, because not only is it over the reading material, but it's over some assignments that you did, it's over videos that you've been shown in class, it can be over your professor's lectures, it's just from everything. So do not study the night before. Make sure you're studying like the day that the test is announced. That's when you need to start studying, okay? The day that professor says, all right, we're having an exam coming up on this day, you start studying that day. Even if it's a little bit each day, just make sure you're not studying the night before. The next thing I want to give advice on is, don't be afraid to get in a debate with your professors, as long as it doesn't turn into like a huge fight and an argument. A lot of times you might run into where your professor is talking about politics in class, and you don't agree with them. You don't like what they're saying. Don't be afraid to stand up for your own beliefs. If someone is speaking for you, speaking for your religion, is speaking for your beliefs, don't let that stop you from being afraid to speak up. Like, don't be afraid to stand up to them. As long as you know what you're talking about and you're not getting angry and you're not name calling, as long as it's just a friendly debate and you're like, well, actually, as long as just something like that, then it's okay. But don't be afraid to, you know, and when a professor tests your beliefs, don't be afraid to say, hey, but this is what I believe. I've done it many times before, and it is a little scary, but you know what? I've had a lot of professors respect me more because I was brave enough to, you know, say, hey, this is what I believe. And the last thing I want to say is, just have fun. Yes, college can be stressful, the payments are stressful, and the workload is scary, but it's your last for however many years that you'll be going. These are your last few years where you get to like still be a kid, kind of, where you can just have fun and you have someone helping you. Because when you get in the real world, it's not going to be like that anymore. So just make sure you're enjoying yourself and just make the best of it. Like, college, you're the one who makes college fun. So just make the best of it and just enjoy yourself. Anyways, that's all I have right now, but I can always make a part 2 if you like me. And also, if anyone out there, if any of our viewers are going into high school and you would like me to make a high school advice video, I will post that on my main channel, which I'll link down below, and you can subscribe to and look out for that. And so yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the other girls, and subscribe to my main channel. And you can see me every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays over there. Anyways, I gotta go because I actually have to film a video for my main channel. And yeah, so I will see you guys next Monday. And yeah, love you guys. Bye!